Public announcement. If you don't like jasmine, stay away from this fragrance. If you are a jasmine lover, you love everything about jasmine and you can wear jasmine for days, this is the fragrance for you. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tinu and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I have a niche fragrance haul. Before I go ahead and start with this video, if you're just new to my channel, you just see my thumbnail, you don't know who I am, my name is Tinu. I'm a lover of fragrance, beauty, and lifestyle. If that's the kind of content that you do like, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if after the end of this video you do find this content valuable and you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're already a subscriber, hey y'all, thank you guys so much for your continued support. And if you guys are interested in finding out the goodies that I hauled from the niche world, then please keep on watching. Now, I am going to talk about my fragrance of the day first. This is Glow from Akro. Now, this is a extract, the Perfume. It's not their OG from their fragrance line. I do have Baked on the way because I wanted to kind of compare. I wanted to do a lemon fragrance video that's including niche and Middle Eastern and talk about some of the lemon scented fragrances in my collection. If you guys are interested in that, please give this video a thumbs up. Now let's talk about Akro Glow. Now Akro Glow for me is a very vanilla centered kind of fragrance. It's a little bit of citrus as well. It's a little bit spicy in the undertone of the fragrance. This fragrance kind of reminds me of Guerlain's Spiritueuse Double Vanille, and I know a couple of other people that will agree with me on that. This is just a fantastic vanilla. Out of all the vanillas in my collection, this is very different. It's not your typical vanilla. I know we have a lot of vanillas that are like just kind of vibing the same, but this one does not vibe with anything that I do have in my collection. It is a very kind of jasmine-y. I don't know if there's a jasmine in here, but there is something that I get that is jasmine balm in this fragrance. Now the notes features a note of pink pepper at the top. You do get some incense and you do get base notes of vanilla and amber. So the pink pepper is what I get that is a spicy touch to the fragrance, and there is some resinous feel with the amber. The incense, I can understand where that's coming from. So I was kind of wrong with the jasmine part, but it does give me a kind of glowy aspect to the fragrance. The fragrance named Glow is actually dead on. It actually just is a bright, very aromatic, woody vanilla. I actually like it. It is great on longevity for me. From the other fragrances like Baked, I have sampled it before. I can vouch for this fragrance that this fragrance is actually moderate to beast mode, depending on how you layer your skin or how much you spray on. I would say I give myself at least 10 sprays of this and I'm good to go for an 8-hour workday. And I'm still able to get whiffs. I'm still able to smell it. People are able to smell it and give me compliments. I like this one and I think it's a fabulous addition to my collection. Next fragrance I will be talking about is Jest from Andrea Maack. Now I've wanted this fragrance in my collection for the longest. This fragrance has been talked about so many times by Veronica Says, and I had to get my hands on it during one of her So Avant-Garde sales, and I literally made the best decision ever. This is a very fruity vanilla, slightly woody, a little bit of spiciness to it. It's a little bit powdery at the same time, but it's just a beautiful, boozy, fruity, delicious goodness of a fragrance. I think I do get some chocolate vibes to this fragrance. This fragrance is very, very sexy. Like if you're looking for that date night fragrance that will put you on top, that will make you smell very sexy and sophisticated, this is the fragrance you need. It is just absolutely divine. It features top notes of apple, plum, and cardamom. You do get rum, chocolate, and heliotrope in the middle, and some vanilla, some musk, and ambroxan. Now, this fragrance is beast mode. It is long lasting, 12 hours plus on skin. It literally just exudes all the confidence that you want as a woman. This is a unisex fragrance, but it leans slightly on the feminine side. So if you're a woman and you want something dark and mysterious and sexy at the same time, this is the type of fragrance you need. Now, this is another fragrance I will consider is a special occasion fragrance because of how it smells. It just smells so opulent, so divine. It's just everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so far the best blind buy purchase I have in this video today. The next fragrance is from room 1015. This is called Jasmine Freak. Public announcement: if you don't like jasmine, stay away from this fragrance. If you are a jasmine lover, you love everything about jasmine and you can wear jasmine for days, this is the fragrance for you. This is a beautiful, sweet, juicy, fruity jasmine combo right here. And when I saw the notes, I already knew immediately that this was the fragrance for me. It is a very fruity floral, slightly woody fragrance. It's just everything. It kind of almost smells like a Jolly Rancher, to be honest. And I can't pinpoint what I'm getting. I do think I'm getting a little bit of orange or orange blossom in the fragrance. This is just a very great scent for spring and summer. If you're not a floral girl, stay away from this. This is very floral heavy, very sweet, and you know, there is a woodiness, but the woodiness is not too much. Now, this fragrance features the note of mango, and this is one of the reasons why I got the fragrance, but I don't really get as much mango as I want. I only get hints of the mango. I mainly get somewhat of an orange vibe. I'm just gonna go over the notes so we can see what we're working with. It does feature that note of mango, sweet orange, some black currant. You have black pepper at the top. At the middle, you do get some jasmine. You get ylang ylang and Indian tuberose. Now, that tuberose is in there. It's heavy. It's in the center. I was gonna say I get tuberose, but I knew there has to be some of that tuberose because I have a lot of tuberose fragrances that I already know what the notes smell like. It smells just like a very kind of sweet bubblegum kind of smell. And the base, you do get musk and cashmere and wood. So this is just the quintessential fragrance that you want for springtime. Uplifting, very bright. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I can't really tell you longevity, but based off of the initial spray and what I've tested around here or there, I could tell you that this is a really long-lasting fragrance. I could tell you that it has a great sillage, but I can't really tell you how long I had it on because I wasn't really paying attention. But I can tell you that this is not one of those weak fragrances, and it's not for the faint of hearts. So if you are a floral lover and you love something very loud and very, you know, in your face, you're definitely gonna like this fragrance. I absolutely love it. Now, the next fragrance I got is from New Notes. This is called Latte de Cherry. I know what you guys are thinking. Another cherry fragrance, Tino. I know. I am obsessed, and if you guys have known me for long, you know I'm obsessed with cherry. I even have a cherry video just to show you how obsessed I am with cherry. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Is this another Tom Ford dupe? At first, you do get that, but when it starts to dry down to the mid and the base, you get something totally, completely different. Now, this fragrance, I brought it in the full-size bottle. You know, I am not someone that loves half-size bottles, but this is the only one out of the collection that comes in the full-size bottle from New Notes. I don't know when they're going to come out with the other full-size options. They need to come out with the purple one. I definitely have my, you know, eyes set on that one. I think it's called Bonbon something, and I definitely want the Latte Mimosa. I think it's Latte Mimosa or something like that. I want that one, but I want it in the full-size bottle. If not, I might just well get it. But this one is a cherry almond. It is very delicious, very sweet. So the difference for me, this one is a little more woody than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and you do get something very sexy and opulent about this that Tom Ford Lost Cherry does not have. Now, when it comes to longevity, it rivals that fragrance. The longevity in here is very, very beast mode. It lasts forever, even though it might die down as a skin scent in the 20th hour. When I mean 20th hour, this fragrance is still present and in your face. Like if you spray it on your chest, you're gonna be catching whiffs of this fragrance throughout the whole day. I'm telling you, it's a very long wearing fragrance. There is a mini dent in here because I've been wearing this one, so I can kind of vouch for all the stuff that I'm saying because I've worn it multiple times, like 4 days in a row. Now this fragrance features some cherry, almond, red berries, and sweet orange in the top. In the middle, you do get spices, jasmine, ylang ylang, and Turkish rose. And in the base, you get tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, amber, and vetiver. I think the vetiver brings something unique to this fragrance. This fragrance is just not Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Even when you go online, the fragrance that they actually compare this to is Dark Cherry by Banana Republic. That's about it. Tom Ford's Lost Cherry comes in number 3, and that makes sense. It's the same vibe, but they're not the same fragrance at all. You can own both. When you own this, you probably might get rid of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry because this fragrance is just unlike the cherry scents I've had in my collection. It's very, very unique and beautiful. Next fragrance is from Sphinx Fragrances. This is called Cereza Daiquiri. Now this is another cherry scented kind of fragrance. Unlike the other one, this is more, I think, licorice or boozy. Now this is a little fruity. It's very caramel. It has some latonic vibes to it. It has that crumb-like texture to it. That's why I think it's different. Like you opened a cherry pie and you took a whiff of it and you could smell the actual jammy part of the cherry and you could smell the crust of the pie. Have you guys tried black cherry? It's a little more dark. It's a little more syrupy. It's a little more decadent. This is how this cherry smells like. Like they meshed up Crumb Couture from Sniff and they added Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and some booziness into the fragrance. That's what this smells like. I think there is a rose to this fragrance, so I do get some floral aspects, but I don't get anything woody at all in this fragrance. Now the fragrance features top notes of black cherry, cherry syrup, cherry liqueur, some caramel, and almond. And in the middle notes you get toffee, vanilla, plum, almond milk, and Turkish rose. In the base you get milk, biscuit, rum, tonka, sandalwood, and cedar. Now you guys see why I say there's something crumb-like about that. I believe that has to be the biscuit note, and I love that smell. So if you are a gourmand lover, you want something more gourmand from the cherry, this is what you need. This is really absolutely stunning. I love it, and it's just going to be fabulous year round. This would be great for spring nights and summer nights when you want to go out on a date. You want to smell really fantastic. You want to smell edible yet sexy at the same time. This is the type of fragrance you absolutely need in your collection. Next fragrance is from Xerjoff, and this is part of their Casa Morati line. This is Bouquet Ideale. Now this fragrance has been on my wish list forever. I think 3 years plus. I've had this on my Fragrantica as a want because I did have a sample of it and I just wanted the fragrance so bad. Now this fragrance for me reminds me of Ragba by Lattafa. The only difference is that this is more refined, this is more sexy, this smells less Middle Eastern. I mean, it does have that Middle Eastern flair to it, but it's a little bit more, you know, modern in my opinion. Now, with this fragrance, it's very woody. It's a woody vanilla that's slightly sweet and slightly floral at the same time. A little bit of sweetness and slightly aromatic. It just exudes all the sex appeal ever. It's very spicy. It's a spicy woody vanilla. Now you do have some floral vibe with the tobacco blossom, but this is just opulence in a bottle. Now if you're looking for something that smells like oud but does not have oud, this is the fragrance you need. The top notes of this fragrance features cinnamon and nutmeg. In the middle, you do get guac wood, sandalwood, and Virginian cedar. You do get a note of papyrus. I really have no idea what that note smells like, but it does have some flair to this fragrance. And in the base, you get vanilla, coumarin, tobacco blossom, French labdanum, and musk. If you are a frag head and you love Xerjoff, you already know that this is a beautiful fragrance. It does give me that Ragba vibe, but with a little more class and opulence. It just smells really refined, smells like niche-like, and is also long lasting as well. This is a great fragrance, and I can tell you that because I sampled this fragrance, so I know what this fragrance does. It's just a compliment magnet. This is a great fragrance for outings. It's not an everyday fragrance. It is a fragrance I reserve for special events, or if I'm going out to a party and I want to command presence and attention. Yeah, I definitely pull this out. I love this and I really recommend it. Next fragrance is from Lorenzo Villoresi Firenze. Now this is called Teint the Neige. It's been on my wish list for about a year, and I wanted this fragrance because I wanted something that had a baby powder vibe with slight florals and some musk. When I say musk, I want a lot of musk. So this is exactly what I got. This fragrance did not disappoint. It's super long wearing and very long lasting. It does have really powdery vibes. Like if you wanted to know how this smelled, just go get a Johnson & Johnson's baby powder and just take a whiff of it. That's what this fragrance smells like. If you're looking for a fabulous musky powdery fragrance that has a little bit of substance, this is the fragrance for you. Now this is a eau de toilette, but it performs like an EDP. It's super long lasting. This one for me lasts about 10 hours on skin. The sillage is moderate, but it's very long lasting. So if you're looking for a great everyday fragrance slash bedtime scent, this is the one I recommend. I absolutely really love this fragrance. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. This is a stunner. If you're into that powdery baby powder kind of smell, or you like that lipsticky smell, you're definitely gonna like something like this. Again, love this and I really recommend this. Next fragrance I'm going to talk about is Plum and Cognac, and this is from Scents of Wood. I actually received an 8 ml sample from Scentsbird and I was obsessed with this fragrance. The first person I saw talk about this fragrance was Jack's Beautiful You, and I was enamored. And I had to get this fragrance. This is the epitome of class, substance, sexiness in a bottle. Now this fragrance is very fruity, it's woody, it's vanilla, but you do get some warm, spicy facets with this fragrance. This is amber in its finest, with fruits and a woody dry down. Now this fragrance has balsam, it has plum, it has some rum, some cinnamon, some vanilla, some labdanum. You get a note called Immortelle, and you get some Haitian vetiver and osmanthus. Now the osmanthus in here does give me a slight peachy vibe to the fragrance. Like if I didn't know that it was osmanthus, I would think that there was a peach note to this fragrance. This is a very dark, mysterious fragrance, very great for date night. It can be a great event kind of fragrance, like if you're going to a gala and you need something that will intrigue people when they smell you. This is the best fragrance I've ever come across. Now the pearl blossom may be a little bit off-putting in the beginning. When you spray this fragrance, you get a lot of the pearl blossom, but let me tell you, when it dries down, most of that pearl blossom has dissipated. There's only a hint fade of that fragrance in the background. And you guys know how I feel about pearl blossom. In Rouge Soleil by Atelier d'Ors, the pearl blossom is there for the life of the fragrance. Unlike this, it's a little bit dialed back. Even though this does have the balsamic touch that Rouge Soleil has, it doesn't overwhelm the fragrance throughout. You get a lot of the plum in the beginning, the dark juicy plum, and then you get some of the spicy notes of cinnamon and the booziness of that rum in there. Now there is not a cognac note in this fragrance. I know you're surprised. It is, after all, plum and cognac, but there is no cognac in this fragrance. But there is some alcohol in this fragrance, which is the rum. I absolutely love this, and it's super long lasting. I would say 14 hours plus, honey. And I'm not kidding you. It lasts for that long. Even I feel like it lasts even longer because I've had situations where I wore this, came home, went to bed, and it was still in the air or in my scent bubble when I woke up the next morning. So it's a uber super long lasting fragrance, and I feel you need to get your nose on this. This is not blind buy safe. When I tell you, when you get a sample of this fragrance, you will be intrigued and you will get a full bottle. Now the next fragrance is from Fugazzi. It's called Vanilla Haze. Now I remember talking about this fragrance. This was actually sent to me by Twisted Lily. Thank you, Twisted Lily, for sending this my way. It's an awesome fragrance. This is a vanilla, fruity, nutty combo with a woody dry down. And some might say this is similar to Escape Gourmand. You might say it's similar to Fire at Will. But let me tell you, this is a different fragrance on its own. It has a nutty vibe to it that I feel like the others don't have. It does feature a note of coconut. It has that hazelnut. It has some vanilla, of course, some caramel, some cashmere wood, some tonka bean. But overall, this fragrance gives me a kind of different kind of vanilla that is so pleasing, so decadent, without being too gourmand. Now, some of the other vanillas that I talked about in my vanilla video might appear to be very gourmand, but this is less on the gourmand nature. I love this one because it does have a touch of citrus with that mandarin, and it gives it a kind of different appeal. So it's kind of like a citrus vanilla that's slightly nutty and slightly gourmand at the same time. Now, the only thing is that the fragrance doesn't last too long, but let me tell you, you will still get compliments. When I say it doesn't last too long, I mean that you get acknowledgement to the fragrance. Other people will smell you, but you will not smell yourself. But the fragrance is there. It's in the air. It's present. It's just not giving it to you in terms of sillage and projection. But the fragrance will last you a good 10 to 8 hours. But at the 4th or the 5th hour mark, you might not smell it anymore. That's what I will let you know. That's my piece on this fragrance. But I love it, and I think this is a good release from Fugazzi. And I'm thinking about picking up some more stuff from the line. I'm thinking of picking up Angel Dust. I heard that's a really good one. And I think the coconut one, I forgot what it's called, but I'm picking both of those ones up because the price point on these fragrances is really, really cheap. In terms of designer, it's $150 for a full bottle. I believe it's $105 for a 1.7 fluid ounce. But anyway, I love this fragrance, and I definitely recommend it if you love a different kind of vanilla. Next fragrance is from Micallef. This is Hypnotic Musk. Now, you guys know I love me a great musk fragrance. So when this came out and was released, I think this year, it was a no-brainer. I wanted to try it out. I blind bought this on Max Aroma. And I know that's really bad to blind buy a fragrance, but I got it for a great deal. I think this fragrance retails for $240 and I paid $140 for it. So, you know, it was something I had to have. And this fragrance is a very, very beautiful fragrance. It's a very spring type of fragrance. Like if you're looking for a new spring fragrance, this would be very great. This is a little powdery. It's a little iris. It's very fruity, and then there's a woodiness to the fragrance. Now this fragrance features the note of iris, some raspberry, bergamot at the top, and in the mid you do get some lychee, violet, caramel, and ginger. In the base you get musk, vanilla, ambergris, and sandalwood. I do get some lychee. That lychee is definitely what I was smelling. I think that's what I got off the bat. The lychee is there, it's present. It smells kind of like a rose in my opinion, the lychee. And I feel like it's the combo of the lychee and the violet that are smelling like rose. Now, I don't get much of the caramel though. The caramel, I don't smell it. Maybe it's in the dry down. I haven't tried this, you can obviously tell. I've only sniffed it once, but I haven't yet put it on skin. But if you guys are looking for a dedicated review on this, please let me know. But I can tell you off the back, this is a love. Because I love the smell. I love Micallef's musk in the fragrance. Oh, this is so good. It's so appealing. I think that everyone will like this. It smells like a masculine kind of scent. I'm not saying it's boring. I think this is more of a daytime fragrance, not a nighttime, but I feel like you can wear this spring, summer. I don't think this would be appropriate for fall. I think this would be more appropriate for those 2 seasons that I did mention. I like it, so it's a great fragrance. I will try it out and give you more thoughts and hopefully a later video. Next fragrance is from Dyad. This is called Rise and Shine. Now this fragrance is from a brand that is known for candle making, and they have fragrance now, and this was recommended to me by no other than Jack's Beautiful You, of course, and I had to get it. Once I heard the notes on this fragrance, it was a no-brainer. You guys know I'm a fan of a gourmand fragrance. The more gourmand it is, the more I want the fragrance. This is just a beautiful cinnamon, cupcakey, cookie, caramel kind of fragrance. It's just a very beautiful gourmand. It's a gourmand lover's dream. Like if you're in love with fruity type of scents, this will be up your alley. You definitely need this in your arsenal. This is a very warm, spicy vanilla with hints of coffee. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit of platonic vibes to it. Now the notes on here are cinnamon, almond, and cardamom and cake. In the top, you do get some coffee, milk, and butterscotch in the mid. Actually, it's buttercream. And in the base, you get vanilla bean, amber, sandalwood, and musk. When I tell you, the compliments on this fragrance is amazing. It just smells like a full-on dessert that is in perfume. It's just beautiful. I love this one. This is one that I feel will be great year-round, will be fantastic in the holidays, especially for Christmas. This smells like a gingerbread cookie. That's what this smells like a legit gingerbread cookie. And I feel that this is what Jo Malone's ginger biscuit should have smelled like, okay? It should have smelled like this, because this one is just fantastic. Very, very, very beautiful, very delicious without being over gourmand, but still retaining some of the gourmand facets, but absolutely stunning. Now that's it for this video. I featured 12 beautiful niche fragrances in this, excluding one actually, one by Fugazzi. That's actually a designer. So 11 niche fragrances and 1 designer in this video. If you guys have any of these fragrances down below, please let me know which one you have, how you like it. Is it your fave? Is it a like or a hate? Comment down below. And if you are wanting to pick some of these fragrances in this video, I will link them down below. I don't think there are any affiliate links, but they are. If they are, they'll be down below as well. And of course, if you want to save 10% off the Fugazzi Vanilla Haze, you can use my code from Twisted Lily. It's TINU10 to save 10% off. And also, if you enjoy this video, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me, it helps my channel grow. And if you are new to this channel and you have not subscribed at this point, what are you waiting for? The subscribe button is down below. Join the fam. Let's talk about fragrances and smell goods and body care. And if you're at the end of the video, please, please, please leave me a purple heart emoji, my favorite color. This lets me know that you watched this video to the end and you're ride or die fans of Tinu. Thank you guys so much again for your love and support. I love you guys, and I will see you yet in another video. Bye.